I've spent the last hours typing until my fingers went numb. Tested different switches, spilled coffee on purpose, and even smashed one with a hammer. Why? Because of gaming keyboard you see advertised. Total garbage that'll die in 3 months. But I found absolute monsters that survived my torture test. And number, it's cheaper than your dinner, but feels like a custom build. Stay tuned because the last one literally changed how I play FPS games forever. Let's find your perfect click-clack companion. Starting at number 1. SteelSeries Apex Pro, Gen 3. SteelSeries gaming keyboards managed to consistently impress me over the years, especially with the Apex lineup. In 2024, SteelSeries refreshed its Apex Pro for a third generation that consists of full-sized and tankless models, including a wireless version. When I reviewed the Apex Pro TKL Gen 3, I was hard-pressed to find an aspect I would change about it. From the OmniPoint 3.0 switches to the OLED control panel, it has exactly what I'm looking for in a gaming keyboard. Regardless of the model you go with, the SteelSeries Apex Pro isn't a flashy keyboard, but its sleek, simple design is complemented with keycaps that have a bold font type and tasteful RGB that shines through. The real star is the Hall effect switches. These aren't just smooth and buttery to type on. Each keystroke feels consistent and satisfying. And because they're Hall effect, you can set a custom actuation point between 0.1 mm to 4.0 mm for any key. Being able to have an extra short actuation point in competitive shooters is advantageous, and setting it back to normal for work and typing gives it a versatility that very few keyboards offer. Additionally, features like rapid tap, rapid trigger, and protection mode can improve performance, though their usefulness may vary depending on what you play, and be wary of rapid tap being banned in certain games. The OLED panel is great, though, and being able to control things like media, RGB lighting, actuation points, macros, and information displayed is nice along with swapping custom profiles. The battery life is manageable, topping off at 45 hours under ideal conditions, but keyboards are one peripheral where I can work with limited battery life. Number 2. Razer BlackWidow V4 Pro. Razer has several gaming keyboards in its lineup, and it can be hard to distinguish one from another. Don't get me wrong, the Ornata and Huntsman series are great in their own right, but it's the flagship BlackWidow V4 Pro that takes the top spot for me. What the Dead Hatter is to mice, the BlackWidow is for keyboards. Several iterations have led to a top performer that is easy to recommend because of its build quality, mechanical switches, and additional features. While it may not have that sweet OLED screen with the command dial as seen in its tankless counterpart, the full-size V4 Pro has a handy programmable dial on top of a column of macro keys. It also has a full set of media controls on the top right corner. All of it is customizable to a sharp degree through the Synapse software, giving it unique type of versatility that's great for productivity. Razer has also evolved with its own roster of mechanical switches, and the tactile oranges, clicky greens, and linear yellows are some of the best out there. These are all top performers and have a slightly shorter actuation point for quick, clean, and consistent keystrokes. You can also access a higher polling rate up to 8,000 Hz, and while it may not be that crucial compared to mice, it is one way Razer covers all aspects of performance. Number 3. Keychron C3 Pro. There's a lot of competition between lesser-known brands at the budget level, but the one keyboard under $50 I will always stand by is the Keychron C3 Pro. Keychron has consistently been one of my favorite brands, and the C3 Pro keeps things simple with its no-frills, tankless design. It's a wired mechanical keyboard that comes with either Keychron's linear red switches or tactile brown switches. It only has red backlighting to match the red accents atop the black color scheme, so if you're picky about looks, you may want to poke around Keychron's other offerings. When it comes to performance, however, the C3 Pro stacks up with some of the best, especially with the linear red switches, which are my personal favorite. Keystrokes are smooth, responsive, and consistent, just like the classic Cherry MX Reds with a 2mm actuation point for millimeters travel distance and 45G actuation force. It's got N-key rollover, 1000 Hz polling rate, and web-based QMK/BIOS software that's a lot easier to use than typical downloadable software suites from the big companies. For around $40, the C3 Pro is a layup when choosing a budget gaming keyboard. Number 4. MonsGeek Fun 60 Ultra TMR. Compact 60% keyboards may not be for everyone. Not only do these chop off the number pad like a tankulus, but they nix the center column and function row as well, relegating these controls to key combos. Even if they may not be the best for productivity, these keyboards are so cute. The super small footprint is an attractive prospect, saving desk space and cutting out any potentially unnecessary controls. So if you're into this particular design, I give a high recommendation to the MonsGeek Fun 60 Ultra TMR. Not only does this keyboard go for cheaper than most boutique keyboards, it also sports the rare TMR switch type. Tunneling magnetoresistance is tough to find, and it's a different style of magnetic switch from Hall effect, but it's effectively the same in terms of functionality. Magnetic switches are gaining ground in the gaming spaces because of its reliability and customization, and the Fun 60 Ultra TMR also sports features like adjustable actuation points, which can be effective in competitive gaming. Although I don't necessarily think a 8000 Hz polling rate is super helpful when it comes to keyboards, the Fun 60 Ultra does have it, and if anything, it helps give you peace of mind that you have the best response time possible. There are inherent limitations to going with a compact 60% layout, but our review of the Fun 60 Ultra TMR will tell all about why it's a fantastic gaming keyboard. Number 5. Logitech G Pro X TKL Rapid. I've been a big fan of Logitech's keyboards through the years. The G413 was a long-time favorite because of its sleek design, low-key Logitech G branding, and buttery smooth and fast keystrokes. That keyboard has more or less evolved into the Logitech G Pro X TKL Rapid, which sports a better trim, updated magnetic switches, and the latest Lightspeed wireless tech for top performance. The finer details help the G Pro X TKL Rapid stand out from the wave of other 75% sized keyboards out there. The brushed aluminum top has a nice and unique look to it, and the exposed keycap design lets the RGB flourish in a tasteful way. And while other TKLs may sacrifice onboard controls to save space, the G Pro X TKL Rapid keeps those kinds of features without getting too bulky. The volume wheel, media controls, and mode toggles are easy to access on the top row of the keyboard, which I find convenient for everyday use. Its keycaps are a bit different than most, sporting a slick finish as opposed to the rougher matte style of other keyboards on this list. Paired with Logitech's debut into magnetic switches, keystrokes on the G Pro X TKL Rapid are satisfying and responsive, and the customizability that comes with magnetic switches sets a new standard. I tested insane gaming keyboards. The winner shocked me. Top gaming keyboards don't buy wrong. 5 best gaming keyboards from budget to pro. Stop wasting money. 5 gaming keyboards actually worth buying.